Hello everybody and welcome to my comic review. I am Rainbow Red Panda and today I am doing a review of Forever Evil #1. This is a comic that just came out yesterday. It is a continuation of what happened sort of after the Trinity War is over. And it is, as the title says, it is very, very evil. It's basically the supervillains of the world have been released from their prisons by Ultraman and his little team of villains. They are basically, it's a setup issue. It's sort of telling you, what's happening. It sets the tone for what is going to be the rest of this series. And I think that it is going to be a very well done series. I recently read an article, and I can't remember where this article came from or anything. I'll try and find it and post it below if I can find it. But a lot of people have said, like, there aren't a lot of villain comics. Like, even the comics are sort of based on villains. They sort of have like a hero-esque role in their own mind, but I don't think that's going to be the case with this at all. I think that it's going to be strictly villains doing bad things, and that's just what it's going to be about. They sort of make an example of Nightwing in this one. It's kind of odd, and part of it, it's like part of the series might revolve around Nightwing and the destruction of his friends and family and everyone that he cares about. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with that. There's also a slight storyline with Lex Luthor in this first one. I'm not sure if it's something that's going to continue or if it was just sort of seeing this through his perspective, how he feels about it, but I do think eventually he will be in it. He does have his own villains comic this month, so I'm thinking that in the end he will be drug into the villains league, I guess, with the rest of them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. It's just, I don't know, it's so interesting to see all of these villains. There's so many in the middle of this comic. I didn't like this because I feel like it's something that they want you to take out and put on your wall as a poster, and that's not something I would do. I'm not going to take apart my comic. But in the middle, they have this like huge spread of all of the villains and whatnot. So that's kind of interesting to see. And the premise here that Ultraman is trying to, get people to understand is that the Justice League is dead. They have, certain things from the people of the Justice League, sort of mementos saying, look, here's Superman's cape, Superman is dead. Like, here's all of those kind of things. And some of them sort of have problems believing this. Whether it's the case, I don't think it's the case. I don't think the Justice League is dead at all, because it just doesn't make sense to me, so we'll see. I kind of, in a way, think that they're bluffing, or at least they think that they're dead, but maybe, I don't think they really are. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. But I do suggest reading all of these. I haven't started any of the villain one-shots, so I don't know if reading them is going to benefit you, or if it's just going to be like something fun. I have noticed that the comics are a lot shorter than regular comics, so I feel like for $3.99 you're basically just getting a 3D cover. So after this week I probably won't be buying every single one of them, but I guess it just depends. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I find out. But I am really liking this issue. I really would suggest going out and getting it for sure. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of characters. It's probably the comic with the most characters that I've read about in a while. Like, the Trinity Wars had a lot of stuff, but they were like 3 books, and this is just like all kinds of books. Like, it's the Justice League of America, Justice League Dark. It's like all of their villains plus more. So things are happening, but it's interesting. I don't know. It starts and ends with Lex Luthor talking about a cat, and just sort of how he relates all of that. And I think in the end he's like, where's Superman? I don't know if that means that he wants Superman to come or if he doesn't, but I think he understands that something is happening, and I think in the end he will end up getting involved, because he wants to be involved in everything. So I think he'll make an appearance, and he'll be like, hey, I can help you guys this way. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure a lot of you guys have read this, so let me know what you think in the comment section below of Forever Evil #1, and if you got any of the one-shots, what you thought of them. Once again, I haven't read them yet, but I don't know, later on today I will, so I might do reviews on those, but no promises. So, I don't know, that's all I have for this review. I liked the comic, and I would suggest that you go get it. I think that it will get better. This, like I said, it's definitely just like a setup issue. It's, setting up how they broke into all of these prisons and asylums and all of that, and how they got all these characters to come together. So it's basically just, typical issue #1, but I don't know, it told a better story than some first issues that I've read, so I don't know, I enjoyed it, and I would definitely suggest going and reading it. I would read the Trinity Wars first if you haven't finished it. I made sure that I finished Trinity War before I read Forever Evil, just because. So I would suggest doing that for sure, and then definitely pick up Forever Evil #1, and let me know what you think about it. So that's all I have for this review, so I will see you guys with the next one. Bye!